Friday, July 27th, 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, what you're looking at is a visible satellite loop from the College of DuPage website looking at Northern California. The very large plume of smoke is coming from just west of Redding, California. That is the Carr wildfire. It has prompted a state of emergency, mandatory evacuations in the area. In fact, we have a Team UV member that lives in Redding, California. I've reached out to him. I have not heard back from him yet. It's our friend Ron, who sends in very detailed UV readings every day. Well, we do it now 3 times a week, but he sends in excellent reports from Redding. The last report we got was on Wednesday of this week, and the wildfire smoke was just starting to fill the skies in Redding. So I'm waiting to hear back from him. I don't know if he was part of the mandatory evacuations or not, but anyway, this fire is burning out of control, according to the article here at mercurynews.com. And this article is dated today. Goes on to say 2 people have perished in this wildfire, and it's just getting started, and it went from a 6% containment down to a 3% containment just in the last few hours. So a very sad situation, and people being evacuated. Structures are going rather quickly. I think the last I knew, 65 structures had already been consumed by this wildfire. It grew overnight from 29,000 acres to 44,000 acres. Just an unbelievable scene. And these wildfires in California are no longer the exception to the rule. It seems like these wildfires are year-round, and they are very, very intense. And not only are they burning here near Redding, but up and down the state. And there's also another large wildfire. These are pictures from the Redding area, where once again there are mandatory evacuations and a state of emergency has been issued. Sadly, the home's gone up in flames. We can see cars again. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable scene. So those are from Redding. There's also another fire. It's in the Yosemite National Park that has been also closed. Mandatory evacuations down here as well. Story here from the mercurynews.com again, saying the Yosemite fire flames threaten the park's giant sequoia trees. Yosemite is home to some of the largest trees on Earth. In fact, it's home to the General Sherman. I don't know if you've ever heard of the General Sherman or not, but it's the iconic tree over in Yosemite that's the tallest single-stem tree on Earth, and could be up there with the oldest. I don't know if it's the oldest or not, but it's considered the tallest single-stem tree on Earth. And again, this story is down from the Redding fire, a few hundred miles in Yosemite. You can see pictures here of the national park, a very iconic place. In fact, those of you that use Mac computers, the rock in the background of your laptop, that rock is from Yosemite National Park. It's on every, right there it is. Let me see if I can bring it up. That doesn't show up too well here. Maybe I can get it. There you go. There's a big rock. There's a name for it. I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but it's on every MacBook computer laptop from, I think, the year 2014, maybe 2015. That's what they used as a background on every laptop. Come from Yosemite. Be kind of cool to see them use the General Sherman one of these times. And hopefully these wildfires do not get down into the iconic trees. Those things are something. As flames, they're calling this the Ferguson Fire, burn closer to some of the world's oldest and largest trees. Firefighters are racing to protect ancient sequoias on Yosemite's National Park. About 25 Yosemite firefighters have surrounded Merced Grove, whose immense trees tower more than 200 feet tall and date back, in some cases, more than 1,000 years. And what they're doing right now, they're dousing these trees with fire hoses. They spent Thursday cutting fire lines by hand around the famous site, hoping to slow the blaze and reduce its intensity, because the intensity of the heat could damage the trees. It's basically a line of defense, said Scott Getterman, a Yosemite spokesman. When you look at the fire progression and the scenarios where it could go, the Merced Grove hasn't seen a fire in a long time, and they're doing everything they can to prevent that from happening. By Thursday, yesterday evening, the fire had grown to 44,223 acres and was 27% contained. Park officials who ordered Yosemite Valley evacuated on Tuesday during the height of the summer tourist season said they remain hopeful that the flames will not reach Merced Grove. Merced Grove is one of the 3 ancient sequoia groves in Yosemite National Park. Although it has more than 100 sequoias, 32 are massive giants with trunks more than 30 feet around, just north of Highway 20. So the famous General Sherman is near these wildfires. So the trees are being sprayed now with water to protect them. Those are some of the most iconic trees on planet Earth. So more information here at ncweb.gov. You can see this fire also from space right there. You can see the towering plumes. In fact, let's zoom in just a little bit closer. Right here. And those aren't the only wildfires that are burning right now. That's Yosemite there. There's from space, the General Sherman. There's the article at the mercurynews.com website. This is the fire up in Redding, California. Here's another picture from Redding, California. This was taken just last night, just a few hours ago. Not only the smoke, but the fire is so bright that it's visible from space. That's from a Earth orbiting satellite, one of the NOAA satellites right here, at this article about the Redding fire, which once again has dropped in containment. It was 6% contained, now it's down to 3% contained. And hopefully this will get under control before these winds kick in this weekend. What you're looking at right now are the winds predicted for the Redding area this coming weekend. You're looking at gusts of 39 miles per hour. Those aren't considered Santa Ana winds, but 39 mile per hour gusts are not going to help this situation over here at all. And that's for Saturday afternoon, this coming weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. This weekend, the winds are supposed to be in the 20 to 25 mile per hour range, and that is gusts. So hopefully they can get this under control before the winds kick in. We're looking at tomorrow. I'm here at windy.com, by the way. You can see gusts of 19 miles per hour, and that just makes it even that much more difficult to manage these wildfires. So hopefully everything will get under control rather quickly. Once again, a state of emergency has been declared. Mandatory evacuations are underway, and we are waiting to hear from our Team UV member Ron, who lives over here in Redding, California. So I'll let you guys know when we hear from Ron. Hopefully everything's good. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day and be safe out there.